Lupus is an autoimmune disease in which the body's immune system attacks healthy cells and tissues, making the body very vulnerable to infections or inflammation. Regardless of age, people with lupus must constantly face life-threatening conditions and must take medication for life. Komang Widyapura is an exception. 4 years ago, he was diagnosed with systemic lupus erythematosus. Fortunately, after practicing Falun Gong, his stubborn illness was cured, and the doctor said he no longer needed any medication. Komang is an agricultural extension worker from Bali, Indonesia. In 2019, he felt extremely weak, finding it difficult to walk and move, let alone work normally. At that time, he spent most of his time resting at home, trying all kinds of treatments, but to no avail. He could only hope for a miracle. Because of lupus, he developed many complications. Doctors diagnosed him with pneumonia caused by sepsis, bilateral pleural effusion, elevated transaminases, reactive thrombocytopenia, moderate anemia, enlarged heart, and so on. Just when Komang was worried and in pain, a friend came to his house and introduced him to Falun Dafa. Komang felt that this was exactly what he had been searching for, especially the principles of truthfulness, compassion, and forbearance taught by Falun Dafa, which he felt were the source of inner peace. Komang immediately began practicing Falun Gong. 3 months of continuous practice restored his vitality, and he felt refreshed. Unexpectedly, all his pains disappeared, and he no longer needed any medication. Komang felt it was miraculous. Komang continued to practice and read the main book of Falun Dafa, Zhuan Falun. He said that reading Zhuan Falun helped him eliminate anger and unstable emotions, relieve resentment and jealousy towards others. Especially the principles in the book helped him constantly adjust his mentality, enabling him to think calmly, become patient, and guide him to become a better person. In 2022, in order to meet the requirements for a work trip, Komang went for a health checkup again, and the results were very good. The doctor said he no longer needed any medication. Komang's personal experience has shown miracles to the people around him, and some of his colleagues have also started practicing Falun Dafa and began reading Zhuan Falun. Next is a Korean Falun Gong practitioner's feelings after practicing. Lee Sungju, 45, is an ethnic Korean who immigrated from China to South Korea. He said that when he was in China, he always wanted to practice Falun Gong, but he was afraid of persecution by the Chinese Communist Party, so he didn't dare to practice. In March of this year, while working at a construction site, he accidentally fell from a height and fractured his pelvis. The pain was unbearable, and he couldn't sleep. He remembered Falun Gong, so he found a nearby practice site and started practicing. After practicing for 1 month, the tinnitus that had accompanied him for 10 years disappeared.
They all witnessed the miracles of Falun Dafa.